3, 2, 1.
What's up, bitches?
3, 2, 1. We just try to have our own countdown, and then the computer prompted us with their own countdown, so it kept our own countdown.
It went 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1.
You know what's always weird is so I do New Year's in Illinois now, and trying to line up like my text and phone calls with people in New York and California and shit like that, because it's just like the time's all off. So my New Year's is an hour
behind. So when it's 1 o'clock here, it's 12 o'clock in Illinois.
Yes, and in California, I've been there for New Year's, and it's
3 hours. It's 3 hours behind.
So it would be, if it was 12 o'clock in New York, it'd be what, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock at night?
No, the other way.
Oh,
so 12, 11, 10, 9. 9. Yet. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it'd be 9 o'clock. It hadn't happened yet. When it's 12 o'clock here on New Year's, it's 9 o'clock p.m. in California.
And then 10 o'clock in Illinois.
And 10 o'clock in Illinois. No. And no, it's 11 o'clock in Illinois when it's 12 o'clock.
Okay, no, that's right. Yeah, because that's what it is. Because the majority of my friends and family are in New York. So they'll all text like, Happy New Year, all this shit.
And you're like, an hour late.
I still got an hour to go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so fucking weird that happened. Like, there should be a restriction. Like, there should be an asterisk on New Year's where it's just like all time is the same everywhere.
That'd be weird because there's like, like in Korea and in Australia, they are so far off, compared to the time where I live in New York. It's like, it would be so strange. I don't even know when they would experience it. And it's always weird because you see like on the day New Year's, it's like in the morning and you're seeing on the news like a celebration for New Year's somewhere. And you're like, whoa.
Well, no, you're like waking up and you see on the news like Disney World in China or some shit doing like fireworks.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
what?
I'm just waking up. Like New Year's is not till tonight.
Yeah.
And you see like Mickey Mouse with a tuxedo on and shit.
Yeah, it's strange. Time is weird. I'm more naturally synced up with California time though, because I'm a late waker.
Okay.
For New York.
Yeah.
So usually around 10 o'clock is when my body's rhythm naturally like wants to get up. If you think of the math on that, 10, 9, 8, 7. So I'm getting up at 7 a.m. California time, and that's normal. That's like a normal human being gets up at 7.
Perfect if you move to California. Like you should.
I'd just be a normal waker, whereas now I'm a late waker in New York.
Yeah, I would. Well, in Hawaii's even worse.
Oh, forget
when we were
it.
in Hawaii, we were getting up like normal, normal New York time. Like
normal New York time, so you're way off.
That's what I'm saying. But like, we're used to waking up earlier, I guess, in New York. Whereas, like, I guess everyone in Hawaii or California, it's almost accepted to wake up later. You know what I'm saying?
No, not really. Because for people with normal jobs, don't they like, if you're working a normal-ass job in California, you probably got to get up at like 7 or 6 or 6:30 in California. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's different for Hawaii. Like, Hawaii, I think it's maybe a weekend thing, or people don't work as much, but it's required, like, not required, but it's more, like, people will say go to the beach early because, like, Hawaiians don't come out until, like 9, 10 o'clock.
Oh,
like
okay. So you're saying there's more of a cultural thing like they have in Europe where you go on lunch break and it is a straight up break. Like everybody's taking a break.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's take 2 hours and go chill and like go take a nap or something.
Yeah, we can't do that on our breaks here in fucking US.
Things are shut down in Europe, in a lot of places in Europe when it's lunchtime. It's like, no, everything's just shut down now.
Yeah. They do that in Spain too. Like if you it's
that's
just
part
accepted.
of Europe.
No, I know. Yeah, no, yeah, like Spain in particular. But like, stores are all stores are closed on like fucking random days. Like it'll be like a Friday or some shit, and they're just like, yeah, it's just known that stores are all closed. Whereas here, like people go out of their way to like, if it's known that
keep
shit
it open.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's known shit is closed on Sundays, a store will be like, "Nah, we got to stay open just to
exactly." Yeah, things are it's 24/7 in a lot of like modern places in the U.S. Like things are just 24/7. Actually, that's not true. It's not the U.S. Definitely New York. In populated areas, things are 24/7 a lot of the time. But is it? I don't know. Is it like that in California too? I feel like it's not as much in California. Like things will stay open late.
Down? Oh,
things will stay open late, but it's not as like New York is known as like the city that never sleeps. New York City.
Yeah, shit probably closes in California, but like it's just that fucking battle of like we have to be 24 hours when in reality like no one's coming to the shit anyway.
Well, I like the idea of having things open all the time, but I also like the idea of people getting time off and getting to enjoy their leisure time.
Yeah.
So for me, I always thought like in a world that made sense, we could just have like different shifts and like you know how when you're a kid and you go to school, you get a summer break, you get a summer vacation.
Yeah.
I feel like adults should have that, but I feel like it should be on a cycle with other adults. So some people get a winter break, some people get a fall break, some people get a summer break, and there's like 3 different kinds of shifts and 3 different schedules. Some people work, whatever, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then there's other people that work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some people work the early shift, some people work the late shift, but things can stay open a long amount of time while you still give people the ability to have a lot of time off and to relax and stuff.
Yeah.
I like that, but it's almost like that is too structured for anybody to get behind it because you can't just get all these businesses to just get on board with that in a second. It'd have to be a cultural shift.
But then there's also the flip side when, like, I know a lot of my boys, or probably the same people that we know, will, like, work at, like, these big department stores during the holidays just because they need people to, like, work a shift or some shit and, like the fucking cologne department or some shit. Like, they'll hire seasonal staff.
Mm-hmm.
When they could just have, like, one... They're not going to learn your whole computer system and like.
I've done it. I've done the seasonal shit.
Yeah, I think I remember. That's why
I did it at Lord and Taylor's. I think it was. Yeah, the department store.
But like, you have no connection to that store, so you're going in there like, all right, I'm working here for whatever, a month or 2 months, and maybe not you. Maybe I mean, you've got a more hard worker mentality than I'm sure some of these other people that are going in for a seasonal job.
Well, I thought maybe I'd keep it after the season. I was hoping like maybe they'll do that.
So you're going in there like, all right, maybe I'll learn the computer system and learn about Lord and Taylor's and shit like that. But other people who are just getting hired seasonally have no connection to that brand, so they're on some like I don't give a fuck shit here.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's hard to give a fuck at any job like that because who's really passionate about going to sell some fucking?
Well, it depends. You had dreams to maybe work with them long term, whereas other people are just trying to get a seasonal.
Yeah, but even with wanting to work there long term, it wasn't like I was saying I want to work there long term, therefore I'm going to bust ass and do everything right. It was more like I want to work there and have a steady job there, so I just hope that they pick me. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, oh, I can't wait to learn the computer system. I can't wait to do all this shit. I was just like, I'm going to go to work, show up on time, leave on the time I'm supposed to leave, but I just hope that they'll keep me after the season.
But do you think that would be better than what I'm trying to say? Like, if they hired you, it was full time, but they were like, you're just going to work these 4 months because Rick comes back on those 4 months, and then when Rick leaves again, like, so you already are assured of like a full-time job at Lord and Taylor's.
That wouldn't make me work harder or be lazier. It wouldn't affect that in any way. It would just be nice to have the cycle like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be nice to have schedules where people can rely on their job, but at the same time, that job allows you enough leisure time where you could live a fulfilling life and do a lot more of what you want to do, because nobody really wants to... I mean, who gets excited about selling, like, some clothes at a giant fucking... retail store.
Some of those ladies in the fucking... You walk into Bloomingdale's or something like that, and there's like a lady with OD makeup on her face with some Dolly Parton hair who's trying to be like, hey, sugar, why don't you come sit down and I'll let me put this shampoo on your dick. And she loves doing that
shampoo
shit.
Shampoo on your dick? No, I mean, I hear you. They're actually... I mean, sure, there are some examples of some people who love that stuff.
Those jobs for like a 55-year-old lady.
Divorced woman, yeah. But that's like, I feel like in a situation like that, they just think this is better than any alternative, so I'm going to enjoy it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not that thing is good, it's that thing is better than being miserable and Xanaxed out on your couch watching reruns of Murder, She Wrote.
Fucking texting your husband who's cheating his ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, but I see the guys who... Molly worked in the department. She worked at Nordstrom for a hot minute.
Did she like it?
I don't think she liked the sales part of it. She eventually moved into HR.
And also, I mean, you got to ask her, but sales is a problem because it's all commission. Some people like that because they think it feels freeing, like there's no cap on what they make. But in reality, I feel like all these commission jobs are really just a way for companies to weasel out of paying people a normal
But it's fucking
salary.
Like, I see it as like, I used to go and visit her at work, and like she worked in I think she was in the women's or like the young like the girls department or something like that. Like I don't know, a 25-year-old girl can come get an outfit. And she was friends with all the girls she worked with, but at the end of the day, like that shit was cutthroat. Like she's trying to get a sale from them. So like, how close of a friend? Like if me and you were working at the car dealership and you're like my best boy, ultimately, like someone walks through the door, I'm trying to make money. Like I'm trying to like get that sale over you, whether it's indirectly or directly. I'm competing with you, you know, and people could see that as a good thing or a bad thing, competition. But
you're saying for personal relationships that'll
hurt.
Yeah,
it's hard to like make friends for the like. She would always say, well, no, she didn't really care that much, but like, you know, someone would try something on and they'd say like, oh, who helped you out, and they'd say this girl's name when she might have helped her, and she would be like what the fuck? Why would that girl say her name and not my name? And it starts that beef. Like,
yeah, I don't. I'm telling you, I don't like commission jobs for that reason.
Did you ever feel that way at the car dealership? Like,
well, I didn't. I just didn't care. I just needed a job and wanted a job, and so I just kind of said that's the only thing that I feel like I could just do that's simple enough right now. So I didn't think about that aspect of it, but...
You think other people there felt like that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I think other people there felt like that, and it does become kind of cutthroat because there's a limited number of people that walk through the door, and if you really need that money, and I mean, I was fresh out of college and
still young.
So I didn't really care. But yeah, there are people there who've been working there for a long time, and they need that money, and they care about it, and so they're gonna, you know, you're not there to make friends with other people that you work with. You're there to fucking up your own numbers and sell whatever you're selling, and that's not.
This for a hot second.
And that's not okay. That doesn't. You're right that hurts personal. That hurts personal relationships. Are you taking a video or are you...
Yeah, I'm going to do a little video. Is that cool?
Okay. Yeah, you could do it. I'm being blocked by the seltzer at the moment. Talk about product placement. Holy shit. See the side of my face?
No.
Ah! For those of you who... Well,
this is the worst.
None of you know, but I'll just tell you. Corin and I are doing...
we're in person together.
We're in person right now. He's in New York. We're doing a quick podcast. He's got a bunch of stuff that he has to do.
I'm trying to get I actually, shitting on people for not subscribing to Corin's World worked on the last Kyle and Corin, because I think we got like...
You got an increase?
Yeah, it was like maybe 40 subscribers. And
okay.
I've gotten to a point now where I don't want to be... But like, I'll look from time to time when I should just be on some like, who gives a shit? But yeah. I'll notice like from 40 down to 38. And I'll be like, why'd 2 people leave? But then it'll jump back up to 40.
Oh, you are bugging.
I know.
You can't look at that. It'll drive you fucking crazy. What are you, like a high school girl on fucking Facebook?
I'm bored, and I just have to like look at that shit. And it's sort of like...
That's tyrannical. You're going to drive yourself fucking crazy. But anyway, Corin's recording on his camera for...
I'll do a little video for Corin's World.
For Corin's World, he's doing it. He got a good angle where you could see the double shins.
Yeah, it's a POV.
I always think of porn when I hear that.
I know. It's probably you.
POV.
I think someone said POV once in a meeting I was in, and I was just like, come on, dude, you know what you're saying right now.
Some people don't have like dirty ass minds like we do though, so they're just thinking like point of view. What do you mean? Yeah. It's like in golf, whenever you take a video recording from behind the person, that's called DTL, down the line, and I always think that sounds sexual as fuck. It's like recording a Phil Mickelson swing, DTL, and you're like,
people used to say, yeah, DTL doesn't. Well, because DTF, there's that. There's too many acronyms. One.
There's too many acronyms.
No, like for real. Sometimes
that's
people
better.
say
yeah, better
acronyms.
Lighting.
Yeah, that's good. I probably won't even use this shit. Maybe I'll use it a little later.
No, I bet you will use it.
We're off video right now. I've been following A. Drew's shit. He hasn't dropped the cartoon yet, but I've been going on his live stream.
Because it requires a lot of fucking work, man.
I know.
That's a lot of work. Think about the South Park dudes crank them out like, what was it, every week? Did you ever see that documentary where they go through the process of how they come up with it?
I think I watched parts of it.
It was good, man. It was a good documentary.
Didn't they just sit around a long table and like just shoot out
pretty much like they sat
ideas?
They sat around a long, but the thing that's so brilliant about what they do is they just take any idea and run with it.
Yeah.
Like they'll just take anybody's idea and run with it. So they would sit around a table with like 4 or 5 writers or whatever it was. They would just come up with this idea and then they would just go.
They would also wait till like the last moment, right?
It's not that they were waiting until the last moment. It's that to get everything completed took till the last moment, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like they were trying to get it done as fast as possible, but it would always be at the last moment that it got done because they were, during a season, they do it like every week or something, they have to do it.
Yeah. It's hard to think of Like, honestly, not having like a steady like your channel is good because you have politics to talk about. You know, there's stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like when there's a channel like mine, or I see like Progressive Voice, like it's hard to fucking create content. It's hard to like think of shit that people want. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't.
Like the news does that shit too. Like I mean, like they'll just try and find something they think is interesting, whether it's just like, oh, Beyonce fell off stage today, and they'll talk about it for 4 hours. You know, like. You have to think of what's interesting to people, but then again, people don't want to hear some of that bullshit.
I mean, it depends why you're doing it. Like, if some people are doing it because they just want to pump out content, then yeah, it's going to be tedious. But like you said, if you're doing it in something like I'm doing, where it's news and politics, oftentimes the stories are handed to you because it's just the news cycle and what's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's difficult. I mean, even with news and politics, I know for me, like I just took a 2-show break. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I needed it because it's all of a sudden not out of nowhere, it builds up over time, but you start moving much slower for everything. Mm-hmm. And the whole process of prepping for the show randomly is like double the fucking length that it would normally be. Like
when you don't take a break.
When I don't take a break and I'm going, let's say I've gone for 8 months straight where there's been no break,
yep.
Okay? All of a sudden, the prep time is like double. And you're like, why is it double? Why is this happening? And then you just realize that every aspect of what you do for your work slows down. Mm-hmm. And the answer is like, well, it's just because you've been doing it nonstop. And your body's like, chill the fuck out for just a second. Just let me fucking breathe here.
Yeah.
And then you take a little break. And then usually when you go back, you can see all the stories that you want to cover. And you're interested in jumping back into it. But yeah, once you're in that cycle, after a while, it just wears on you. And that's for anything. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter what the fucking thing is. But for most people working a regular job, I'd imagine it's even worse because you get up and you're like, I got to go do this same shit again that I just did for a year straight.
Yeah. Like, well, we spoke about it before, like with Tiger Woods, is finding that balance of like how much time to take off versus how much time do you want to play to stay ready and stay fresh.
It's the age-old debate, isn't it? So it's like, do you want to take a big-ass break in between, and then when you come back, you, quote, feel fresh?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I feel fresh because I took a break, mm-hmm. Right? But then if you play poorly, when you come back, they go, oh, he was rusty. He hasn't been playing, so he's rusty.
Yeah.
You know? And vice versa is, oh, he's been playing a lot, and if he plays well, you go, oh, he's got his reps in, so he's good.
Yeah.
And the flip side of that is, if he plays a lot and then he doesn't play well, it's like, he's burnt out. He's been playing too much.
Yeah.
So it's always like a rationalization after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's never based on like what's actually happening. It's just like, let's look at exactly what happens in this one instance, and then let's make our judgment based off of that.
Which is such a stupid way.
I know. It's just you're working backwards. Yeah, you're working backwards from your conclusion. It's just going to be like, I'll just rationalize whatever happens and use that to explain it. Like, oh, it's because he played too much. He shouldn't play as much. And then if he doesn't play as much, oh, it's because he didn't get his reps in. He needs to play more. So it's that constant cycle.
How have you found a balance, or are you on it?
Oh, for me?
Yeah, like do you just?
I'm good. I mean, listen, for what I do. Somebody made this point to me the other day, and it's true. It's like, shut the fuck up. Just do it. Shut the fuck up. Because
but that's not a good point.
No, it is a good point because look at what I do. I do politics. I do news and politics, and I talk about this stuff and cover it, and that's my job. Like,
but it doesn't matter. Like, no. Like, I disagree with whoever said that shit because it's like you're doing something just as if someone's doing construction or something like that. Like, you're mentally you're using your brain and you're like having to figure shit out. Like, you need a break from time to time.
It's true that I need a break from time to time, but it's not as taxing as being in a fucking coal mine. You know, like I could easily be working a retail job or still selling cars or.
No, I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. I think.
Well, here's the thing. Here's where I will give myself credit. Okay. I love to give me credit.
Yeah, here's where I'm going to give myself some more credit.
Here's what I'm going to say about how I'm awesome, all right? No, compared to other YouTubers. Yes. Compared to other YouTubers, I do way more work. Because if you're in any other YouTube field, like if you're doing fucking makeup videos, you know? Or if you're doing, I don't know, you fill in the blank, whatever kind of YouTubers you guys watch, they'll release like one video a week and be like, damn, I did a lot. And it's like, well, no. So politics, news and politics YouTubers are in the top 1% of work
like
ethic
Sanders.
for YouTubers. Top 1% of the top 1%.
Of YouTubers.
No, but seriously, news and politics YouTubers, when you talk to them, most news and politics YouTubers are in the top 1% in terms of work ethic for YouTubers, because by the nature of what we do, we have to keep pumping out content nonstop, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a makeup YouTuber, you can do one video a week and you're good. Or if you're, whatever, a bullshit.
Video gamer.
Well, they work long hours, to be fair to the video game people, so maybe they're actually kind of in the same boat that I'm in, because they're always gaming, but most things on YouTube, they're not having to do that. They could release one video a week, and they're good money, and that's their thing.
Yeah, but you also don't see all of, like, the hours that go into making them, like, a good, video game or like, a toy review. So, like, you might see a guy who's reviewing toys once a week, and you're like, oh, this guy just hops on once a week. Like, I always see Colbert getting mad at John Oliver because his show's once a week. And, like, I guess there's something to say that Colbert is on TV every night, so, like, maybe the way he pulls his information is quicker each night or something like that, and it might look like he's doing more work. But he doesn't know if Oliver's spending 4 hours a night, like, Monday through Saturday, getting, like, better content or something like that.
No, you can definitely... The process is different for both of those shows, because you could tell that one of them is kind of slapped together at the last minute, Colbert's show, because honestly, it's just not as funny. Like, the jokes he does in his monologue are like,
just more.
Whereas John Oliver's, you could tell that it went through a longer process, because by the time it's delivered once a week, it's like a very shined up, finished product that's a lot more... It lands better. It's like there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more sharp edges to the jokes. It's not as... It's just, it strikes me as you could see that there were 4 extra days of work that went into John Oliver's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But would you get mad at John Oliver if he came out like next week and was just like, I need a long break? Would you be like, dude, you only do once a week? Whereas if Colbert came out...
Well, no, because I think everybody deserves a break. But I also think that there's variations in terms of, like, do I think a coal miner needs a break more than a political YouTuber? Yes. Like, there's definitely variations, and there's a spectrum of what that person's tolerance is, how hard their work is, how physically taxing their work is, I mean, if you think about it, like, you look at the NBA or MLB or whatever the fuck, or hockey. Like, think about how long their seasons are. They get a giant off season every year. But they also fucking absolutely need it, because by the end of the season, they're all beat the fuck down.
Yeah.
Because it's so physically taxing. Yeah. Obviously, what I do is not physically taxing. It's more mentally taxing than anything else. But I'm under no illusions that what I do is significantly easier in every imaginable way compared to somebody who's working in a fucking coal mine,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just different. If an NBA player tried to do what you do, they wouldn't know where to start. And they would...
Well, yeah, I mean, but that just goes down to... everything, like your entire life experiences, what you did when you were a kid, what your interests are. So, and if you throw me in a fucking Raptors jersey and put me out there with Kawhi,
you know what to do. You know how to shoot the ball.
I would gas out in roughly 6 minutes. I'd be totally out of breath. I'd be the slowest motherfucker on the court. I would look fat and short next to all those people. And by the way, I'm not fat or short. But yeah,
it's always crazy to see that. You watch like a baseball game and they all look normal. But, like, when the ball boy runs on the court...
exactly.
Like, the ball boy runs on the field, he looks like a little twig.
No, I always loved that, especially when it came to... there was one time I saw a college basketball game. I think it was a Manhattanville game, and I went there because my buddy's cousin played on Manhattanville at the time. So we were up top watching the game.
Yeah.
And then we left, like, halfway through the second quarter, or the second half, because it was a college game, not quarters. And we walked down to leave. And I looked on the court. I was like, these motherfuckers are twice the size I thought they were when I was up top.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy. So, yeah, you put me on that court. You put Dwayne Wade standing next to somebody in real life, you'll go, oh, he's pretty tall. You put him on the court, you're like, oh, he's one of the shorter guys out there.
Yeah. You would see that with the NBA. You remember Earl Boykins? Mm-hmm. Like, when he would be on the court, that's what, like a regular...
Remember Spud Webb? Isn't he even shorter?
No, I think Boykins.
Oh, Boykins is shorter.
He was legit like 5'7" or 5'8".
Okay.
And like a twig too, no muscle on him.
Total twig.
And he's like standing next to like Alonzo Mourning and just looks so out of place.
Yeah.
But he puts it in perspective.
Credit to those dudes, though. I mean, like, those are the dudes. Imagine how hard that dude had to work to get to the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how good Nate Robinson had to be in the NBA for all the years he was in the NBA, because he's so short. And when you're that short, you got to be that much better. You have to make up for it. How you going to make up for it? You got to be faster. You got to be quicker.
Smarter.
You got to have better ball control. You got to be smarter. You got to know how to, make assists.
But it just goes to show that, like, I don't know, like, the point I'm trying to make, like, people think that they could just do something that they see other people doing, like, they're like, oh, I could do a political show on YouTube, like,
good luck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of, like, dead air you have to fill. There's a lot of content, like, you're talking to yourself.
No, I've seen, it's so funny because I've seen people take shots at me. Like, like, by the way, talking about, like, oh, why doesn't he interview me or whatever? Mm-hmm. And it's like, yo, my dude, go look at my channel. Go look at the past 2 years. How many interviews do you see, dog?
Yeah.
How many interviews are there? Just tell me how many there are. 0. There's fucking 0. So what do you mean? And then somebody replied and was like, well, he likes the sound of his own voice. There's no way I could have done what I did. There's no way I'd be in the position I'm in if I didn't like the sound of my own voice and if I couldn't shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, what are you saying? Like, do you understand what you just said? Like, obviously, in order to do what I have to fucking listen to myself talk, like, more hours than anybody in human history except Rush Limbaugh has had to do. Do you understand that?
Which is tough to do because I don't listen.
Yes, I hate the way I fucking sound. I despise it. I think it's the worst fucking thing in the world because I'm so sick of it because I've done it all the time.
But you got a compliment today. We went to our spot, Chicken Joe's, and we got these banging. It's called the High School. It's chicken cubes in a bag with some French fries, and they put some seasoning sauce on it. They also sell pizza bagels. If you want, the guy will...
Un pizza bagel.
He'll say it just like that.
In a gay-ass voice.
But Kyle got spotted in the Chicken Joe's spot, and the kid was like, what'd you say? You were like, how did you...
I was like, oh, how long have you been watching the show? He's like, oh, for a year or so.
No, but you were like, how did you recognize me? Or he said it. He was just like, I recognize your voice.
He said, I recognize the voice, yeah.
So that was like a compliment. So, like, when you think your voice is bad, like, a lot of the times we think our voice is a lot worse than what it really is.
You're always going to be your strongest critic.
Yeah.
Always. Everybody's their own strongest critic. You'll look in the mirror, you'll be like, I don't like my nose, I don't like my this, I don't like my that, I don't like my fucking spare tire, I don't like... Everybody does that, and that just is what it is. But yeah, I mean, the point is, of course, the only way that secular talk could have been secular talk is that if something's wrong with me. I'm obviously not like a normal ass person after trying to do that shit for a month would have been like, fuck this. Meanwhile, I knew nobody was fucking listening and I kept going. So that's the only way you could do what I did.
Yeah. Well, that's not, I mean, you could look at that. I don't think that's like some narcissistic.
It is. No, I think it is. I think it's fair to call it that. But I just found it funny that the person said it, portraying it in a negative light when it's like, and somebody responded, and I give credit to this person, and that person was like, yo, don't hate, like, he just likes doing what he does.
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
why
You could also look at it as like just you're super passionate about doing it, and it's not narcissistic.
Well, it's both. I think it's both passionate and it's narcissistic. But when I say narcissistic, I don't mean that with a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Whereas the person saying it did.
Okay.
They meant it like, what the fuck are you doing for me type shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, well...
But they're the ones being narcissistic when they're saying that.
I think that's also narcissistic. Yeah. Yes, I do. But I don't disagree with them that there's an element of narcissism in what I do. I think that anybody who wants to get their fucking face on camera like that, there's an element of narcissism. Or anyone who's
successful, like a Kobe Bryant or something like that, he was... a narcissist with basketball.
Well, yeah, but that gets into the question of how much of something is hard work. Like, how much can you really... Because it's obviously not true that if anybody wants to play in the NBA, that they can play in the NBA. Yeah. Like, there are obviously physical limitations to a lot of people. Just like in other areas, keep it real. Are there some things, like, is somebody going to be... smarter than Albert Einstein just through hard work? No, it's not possible to just do it through hard work. There have to be some kind of natural gifts there as well. But having said that, I think that the hard work angle of it is actually really important. And I don't know what the rule is. I don't know if it was Malcolm Gladwell, who I don't normally agree with, but he said something like 10,000 hours of doing one thing and that'll make you an expert at that one thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like... my whole take on that has been, even if that's not true, like even if 10,000 hours wouldn't have gotten you into the NBA, you're still going to be a good-ass baller for the court that you play at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be a big fish in a small pond if you put in that work. So the work always is a big aspect of it. It's not the whole picture, though. But I always find it, I feel like you have to almost delude yourself into thinking it is the whole picture. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's not the whole picture, you have to make yourself believe that it is the whole picture. Look at what just happened with Gary Woodland winning the U.S. Open. Mm-hmm. They were going through his statistics, and they were like, he had never been a good player with the short game. Yep. Wasn't good at chipping, wasn't good at pitching, wasn't good at putting. He just wasn't good with short game. Mm-hmm. And guess what? He fucking busted his ass and got lessons from the right people and worked nonstop until he had a good short game.
Yeah.
And it's like, it would have been easy for him to say, well, listen, some people just have naturally better golf touch and feel, and they're just better putters and they're better chippers and pitchers. I'm never going to be that. So I got to just, keep my ball striking good, my long game good, and then I'll be all right. But he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So even whether or not he believed the hard work was necessary, he acted as if the hard work was the sole, thing that determined his success or not.
Yeah.
And even if that's delusional, and even if some people will never have a good short game, they'll never be a good putter or whatever, you'll give yourself the best chance of getting there by pretending like the hard work can actually fix it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I always, I think I'm the opposite of what he's like, because I always am just like, I'll say this with Molly, like, oh, I'm not good at doing that. Like, you have to do it. Whereas if I just, at least attempt it or try it, I could probably figure
it's also a
part
matter
of
of desire.
Out. Yeah.
Like, gotcha. What is the thing that you're telling Molly I'm not good at?
Paying the credit card bill or something
yeah, that's just a matter of you just don't want to do it. You're just like, fuck that. Fuck the credit card company. I don't want to do this. That's what you mean by, oh, I'm not good at this.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to. Like, if you randomly dedicated yourself because you wanted to like, oh, I want to pay all the bills on time, you could do it, but it's just you don't want to do it.
Yeah. True.
If you were being honest with Molly, you'd be like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That's all you'd say is, I don't want to do that.
I probably should just say that instead of saying you're better at it. I get crucified a lot for just saying you're better at it. At least she's like, I'm not better at it. And she'll say it. You just don't want to do it.
At least she does. She can't, she could say, hey, that's fucked up, but at least she knows it's true when you say, I don't want to do it. Like, she can't say that's not true. She could say, okay, that's true, you don't want to do it, but do it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, she has to respond in a different way.
Yeah.
Whereas if you say, I'm not good at that, she knows, that's just ridiculous. You think I want to do it? That's probably her reaction. You think I want to do this shit?
That's exactly what
you got to do it on auto pay, man. Do you understand? My credit score would be, legitimately 0 if it wasn't for being on auto pay,
yeah,
my stuff.
There's so many things,
I know. I bet I know. It's the
just
worst.
Like the freaking
just living. There's so many bills.
The heater,
I know. Everything.
The heater and the air conditioner, our Nest system in our house needs a payment, or the cable bill, and if it's not the cable bill, or car payments.
It's everything.
If the car it's just there's too much shit.
Car payments, and then car insurance is separate than the car payment. It's just never ending.
There's way too much shit, and it's just you can't fucking keep track of all this stuff.
I'm curious what everybody else does. What do you guys do? If you're listening to this right now, put in the comment section, what do you do for when it comes to your bills, managing your bills? Because, listen, for me, it's a matter of necessity. Mm-hmm. And people have made the point to me. They're like, hey, listen, man, you put this shit on auto pay, you can't even go through all your bills with a fine-tooth comb and figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's possible that they're taking extra money out of your shit. And I always say 100%. To them,
I mean, you see that happen with...
And I always say to them, that's true, but I don't have, it would require such a monumental effort for me to go through each bill, pay each bill, do it on time every fucking month. In other words, the risk of them taking extra money out of the account is literally worth it compared to the amount of effort it would take to pay each bill. Like you said, dude, there's 15 different bills. I'm going to remember to pay that every month, all 15 bills?
Yeah, but what if you found out in 5 years that whoever's paying all these shits was taking $5 off of each account?
I would be super tight.
That's what I'm saying. You see this with rappers and athletes is they have all these people that do all their finances, and then later it comes out that they were stealing millions of dollars from them. So it's just you could find a trustworthy person, then that shit.
Yeah, but I'm not relying on a person. I'm just relying on the auto pay systems.
Oh, but even if the computer system fucks up,
it's not even that.
Doubles up.
It's not even that. It's that I don't trust the corporations. Do I think that whatever the fucking oil and gas companies looking out for me? No, of course not.
That's how I feel about college loans. It's just
they're fucking scams.
Well,
dude.
but you pay to a number, and it's just almost just how do you freaking even know if if the number is increasing, or like if it's going down after 4 months.
I
You
think-
remember what the exact number was?
I think
before?
these companies rely on people being overwhelmed because we're all overwhelmed with the sheer number of bills that we have to pay.
Yeah, I've got plenty of friends who have like crazy college loans that they're just like, oh, Sally Mae or Julie Mae or
Freddie
Fannie
Mac,
Mae?
Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
There's too many Mays.
Freddie Mac, Bernie Mac, Fannie Mae and Bernie Mac, and Cedric the Entertainer Bank.
Sandra May. We just created our own like hood bank of Detroit. It's just like the Cedric the Entertainer, Bernie Mac, congressional.
No, but seriously though, what does everybody do for their shit? Because I know I'm in the minority when I say that I do the auto pay.
Yeah.
But it really is a matter of like, I know as a matter of fact, if I didn't do that, my credit score would be like 0 because there's no way I would pay it all on time. There's no way.
It's hard, man. I'll get a notification that's just like your thing is past due, and I'll tell Molly, and she's like, "Oh, I got to pay that." Like, because it's a cable bill that is bi-monthly, or like everything runs on its own schedule. Like the car payment, my car payment's up. It's been 3 years now, but like the dealership knows, so they notify you. But I don't know what month our car payment was out. So that comes when. Another yeah, you're right. I'm curious how other people pay their shit because I don't think anybody else has like the right answer. I don't know.
If in an alternate universe you and Molly weren't together and you were on your own, I think you would have to do auto pay too.
Yeah, definitely. But I think like the way I grew up, where I would just have I would be on my parents' phone bill.
Me too. My parents paid for my phone bill until I was in high school.
Yeah, that's what so I'd be like you. Like if I had a spot and I had cable and all that stuff, I'd probably have to do auto pay because I mean, I don't know. I guess I would figure out some type of way. Like I always think about this with I did this in school. Like if there would be a project or something or it'd be due in a couple months. Like when I first got that project, I would be like, I'm never going to be able to do this shit. I just don't know how to do it.
And then at the last minute,
yeah, but like you just get it done,
Yeah, but I hate that. They say that
thinking like that.
There's an old saying. It's like necessity is the mother of invention, or I don't know if it's mother or father. Necessity is the father of invention, something like that.
Yeah, it sounds right. Whatever.
No, it's true. Like when it's absolutely necessary and your back's to the wall, you'll figure it out. But I hate that fucking feeling of having your back to the wall and having to figure it out.
But that's almost like a good thing though too, because they say that in boxing. It's like when a boxer's up against the ropes, that's when you're gonna really see him fight out of the corner.
Yeah.
So it's like
Mike Tyson has an old quote: "Everybody has a plan until they get hit." It's like, so you go into the fight and you're thinking, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be on my shit. I'm gonna get it, and then they get hit, and then the whole plan goes out the window, and it's survival.
It's also, I mean, like hard to compare someone being up against the ropes fighting for their life to paying like a cable bill.
No, but bills are real fucking life for everybody, man. Like everybody knows the feeling of being late on a bill and being like, fuck.
Yeah. The best is all the memes that's like when it's payday and it's just like, don't spend my money, and then you just
Gone.
buy like a tiger or some weird shit. It's like it's payday, and it's like when you should just pay all your bills up front and be left with like 47 cents, people will just buy like some unnecessary shit and then still have to worry about their bills. Like I feel like people in general are just more reactive than they are proactive. So like we're always just like,
hold up, that's semi deep. You just hit us with some deep shit.
Well, like we're always just like there's people out there, like my stepfather is great at this. He like will like plan things out and ask times and like figure out dates and all this shit. Whereas the majority of us, like me, which is just like, I'm just going to do whatever I'm doing and I'll fill you in on it later.
I feel like that's more 50-50 to be honest. I feel like there's plenty of people, because I think of like my mom, for example. She thinks ahead and she plans stuff out, and to her that's second nature. I don't know if it's because she learned it when she was a kid or if that's just how she is and she always felt like she needed that. Like, in some ways, I'm a bit of a perfectionist where I have to do it and I have to do it right. But in other ways, yeah, I'm more of live and let live like you're talking about, where it's like, I'm just going to go wherever I end up going. I'm not going to have a hard plan on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not planning on the shit.
No, I'm not. When it comes to, I have a schedule that I like to follow and I'm relatively consistent with it. But on days where I don't have a harsh schedule, I'm not planning ahead for like leisure activities. I think that's a little bit antithetical to what a leisure activity is. Like, it's supposed to be kind of
like
just,
off the cuff.
Yeah, off the cuff kind of. I'm
fun.
just doing this because I can do whatever I want type situation.
I just feel like with the whole planning concept is, I mean, there's always like the unknown. Like stuff changes. Like if you're gonna go play golf and it rains, like, and you had just planned the whole day on that, and it rains and you can't go golfing. And it's just like, now what?
Yeah,
you're going back to the option that
you don't
everybody
like
else is.
You don't like the letdown of when you have a plan and then it doesn't come through.
Yeah.
My dad used to say it all the time. He said, "I love it when I have a plan and it works," or something like that. He used to say that shit all the time.
Well, yeah, there's no better feeling of like planning for something and everything just following
executing
through.
it.
Like,
yeah.
But then there's also the thrill of not planning something and it just being fun as shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I remember back in like it wasn't middle school, it was high school. One of the teachers said, "Have you ever, when you're supposed to do something else, taken a minute to watch, like, you know, like a sitcom like Full House or something? So like you have a lot of shit you have to do and you just see Full House is on TV and you watch an episode of Full House, right?
Yeah.
That show seems so fucking good and you're like, this is awesome. But then if you have nothing but free time and you see Full House is on, you'll watch it and be like, this shit is trash." It's like the fact that you know you have to do a bunch of shit makes you almost live in the moment and enjoy the free time of watching that Full House episode to the point where you're like, this show is banging.
Yeah.
But if you got nothing to do when you're watching it, you're like, I don't know why I'm watching this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the procrastination 101 is just like you'll find everything that you need to do like when there's a deadline. You know, it's like Friday at 5 o'clock and it's Friday morning, you're like, oh man, I haven't done my laundry in 4 years. And you start doing your laundry and you're like, oh man, I could reorganize the drawers while I'm at it too. And you just start doing that shit and then 4 o'clock comes and you're like, fuck, I gotta do this project. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. You're saying that.
I mean, like, you'll just find everything else you need to do in that time because you know you have like something,
and you'll
else
enjoy
that's
it no
waiting
matter
on.
what it is, and it could end up even being productive.
Yes, yeah. Except
sure.
for watching Full House because you're not fucking.
Well,
learning
that's an
anything
example
productive.
of you just enjoying not doing the thing that you know you have to do.
Yeah.
But there are some people who don't have that. I feel like there are some people who are just like, no, I'm just going to do the shit that I got to do, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I envy those people. I think it's really impressive.
Well, I used to hate those people in class that would, like, a teacher would give an assignment, and then right away they'd be like, all right, let's attack this assignment. And I'm just like, nah, how about we just bullshit for 30 minutes and then attack the assignment?
No.
You were not, like,
Not
she
even
just
30 minutes longer than that. It's
like-
not just 30 minutes. Bullshit for like 45 minutes.
Like,
yeah.
she just gave us the task.
Like, I got to chill a little
Yeah,
bit.
like,
I gotta rest a
let the
little bit.
shit sink in so if in 15 minutes she goes, matter of fact, we're not doing that anymore. Because that happens plenty of times.
That's
I
a
know
bullshit rationalization.
No, I know so many people, and teachers used to do this shit too. They would be like, all right, here's the assignment, 40-page paper on, your liver. And then, like, you'll be in a group, and then people will be like, all right, let's start looking up liver, blah, blah, blah. Okay, paragraph 1. And I'm just like, hold on.
You got to ease into this shit.
Yeah, like, because what if in 20 minutes she's like, I just got word from the principal, we're not allowed to talk about the liver or some shit. Then all that shit that we were just doing is
Okay, I feel like that's bullshit, but
No,
I do agree with the part on procrastination, though, that I feel like I got to procrastinate.
you have to. Because you just don't know when something's going to change. Like,
But what about, okay, but here, let me pose this to you, okay? I'm going to pose this to you real quick. What do you think would happen if you didn't procrastinate for like a week? Like if you had tasks you had to do and you just did it. Would the feeling when you're done doing it be even better? Would the feeling be like, yo, not only did I do this, I didn't even procrastinate and it's done and now I got free time after?
I think so. So when I was in Texas for like a month, Molly took all the cabinets off of our kitchen cabinets, and she wants to paint the whole things and sand them and put new handles on them, like they look like that. They look nice, and it's taken like probably 2 months now, just because like I come home from work, it's late, and I don't want to paint. But like if I just took a week coming home and just cranked the shit out, I probably would feel better. But I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah, you've never done that, so you don't know what it feels like. I mean, I'm kind of similar to you. I haven't really done it. I feel like I do my best shit when I don't force myself and I just end up doing it because I just naturally want to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when I do my best shit. But the problem is I have like an artist soul in a way where like it's not a guarantee I'm going to stick with that thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a guarantee every day for a week I'm going to get up and try to do that shit. So it's hard to nail myself down because the second you try to nail yourself down, all of a sudden you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? So it's almost like you got to coax yourself into doing it.
Yeah, or when that happens, something else will come up on your plate too, which makes it even harder to do the first thing you were trying to do.
Yeah, but then the thing is, like, what if you and I were raised with like a military strict background? Because I feel like if that was the case, then we would listen to what we're saying right now and be like, shut the fuck up and just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's possible too. That if you have that strict disciplinarian background, that you can be your own boss. You know, like I'm not my own boss. I can't control myself. I'm not my own boss. I want to be my own boss where I think of something logically. And I'm like, I know I have to do that, so go fucking do it. It's like I'll think I know I have to do that, and then I got to somehow like trick myself into doing it.
Yeah, so what do you think that? You don't think you are your own boss?
No, what I mean by be your own boss is like, to be your own boss, you know the thing that you have to do, so just fucking do it. That's what I mean. But I can't do that. It's more like I would have to coax myself into doing it.
Yeah, because there's so many other things that come into play. Like, I mean, like you worked on your show the whole morning and it's like you're tired from that. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but
just
if
as
I
simple
could
as,
be
like,
my own boss, like we all know the thing that we should do and that we have to do. Everybody knows that shit. Like, you know what you got to do. You know you got that bill sitting on your counter that's been there for a hot minute, that's overdue. You know you got to fucking pay that shit. Everybody knows what they have to do.
Yeah.
What if you just took a week and you did exactly what the thing is that you have to do? No bullshit, no excuses, no, well, what about this? What about this? What about that thing that just happened?
There's
what about...
tons of people listening that are going to listen to this podcast that probably have like 40 different things they have to do. But they're like, I'll just sit here for an hour and listen to this.
I'll just finish listening to the podcast.
Like, we're making people feel miserable right now.
Yeah,
because
but I'm just
they're
saying,
sitting there like, Ma, fuck,
we all
I gotta
relate
do
to
all
this.
shit."
We all relate to this, and it's not like it's impossible not to relate to that. Like making yourself be your own boss. I don't know if I could say with certainty that there's been a single week in my life I've been my own boss legit.
No, I mean,
I'm serious. Like, do this, and then you just go do it, and that's it.
it is a good feeling though when that does happen. I mean, I can't think of anything off the bat, but if I would just be like, I'm going to the gym today at 10 o'clock, and you go to the gym
you just did it.
And just did it.
That's what I'm saying. What if you did that with everything in your life for a week?
It'd probably get a lot more accomplished.
But forget about getting it accomplished. How would you feel?
Oh,
I'm
I'd
curious
probably
if you
feel a
would
lot better,
feel
too, yeah.
wonderful if you did that.
Yeah, I mean, but it just comes in bunches. Like, I'm trying to think of that with the mail right now, and like we get a lot of mail at our house. If we just like get 6 letters and open up all 6 of them, and it was just like, you owe this, and you just boom, here's the thing, boom, and you just did that with all. It's just so. It's just sometimes there's too much shit. You just want to throw it on the table from time to time.
I feel like that's the thing that holds everybody back is that last part right there. It's like there's just so much that it's overwhelming that you can't. Because the thing is, you would have to do it one by one, like each thing one by one. And you and I both know that's just so overwhelming a thing that you just sense it as like this one giant project. And you're like, I don't even want to do any of that shit.
Like, so I was talking again to my stepfather, and he was like, when I go on vacation, like, he was like, I get like, I forgot how many he said, but he's like, I get like 200 emails a day. He was like, and I was like, when you go on vacation, you're checking them. He was like, I have to, because like if I come back on a week vacation, that's like 1,000 emails, you know? And it's just like, I'd spend a week having to catch up on those emails. So it's almost just like, how do you balance it? Do you want to like take everything up front and sort of maybe take away from the moment you're in? Like when I get home, I want to see my daughter. I want to give her a hug. The last thing I want to do is open up 6 mail things. So I put it on the table and it stacks up till in a week I've got X amount of mail shit that I got to go through. You know, so it's just like balancing out what's important. Do you want to be on vacation and just enjoy the moment, or do you want to be looking at your phone so when you get back you don't have to look at all this? You know, it's just like there's always a balance, and that goes back to the same thing as balancing like an athlete coming back too early or, you know, sitting out too much time. You got to find the right balance. And it's fucking hard to do because you've got bosses, you've got, you know, your time. It's a hard fucking thing, man. There's reasons why people procrastinate. Like, I'm sure everybody and their mother wants to take care of everything at that exact moment, but for whatever reason they can't. And that's why people, I don't know, like get depressed or go crazy because they can't handle everything we can only handle so much in a day, you know?
Yeah, I feel like the way society functions right now, there is so much that just overwhelms everybody. Like, in many ways, living back in the day was harder, but also in many ways, it was psychologically easier. Because you just know the very basic shit that you got to do. Like, okay, I got a farm.
Yep.
I got a farm. I got to grow my food. You know, maybe I hunt for meat every now and then.
Yeah.
And I feed my family. And that's it.
Well, people knew their roles, and like, I mean, it's wrong, and it's great how it is now that everyone can do everything. But like, it was probably a lot less thinking. Like a man knew he went to work, a woman knew she was like doing some shit in the house or something like that. Like, and as fucked up as that is, there was no confusion of what people had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the way everything functioned was just, it was very rigidly defined, and on the one hand, that can feel suffocating, but on the other hand, it could also feel like
it's also freeing, just knowing that you just have to do this shit,
and that's it. It's not the smorgasbord of shit that we have to do now, where it's like you have 1,000 bills that you have to pay, and they're like, you could pay them online, you could pay them by fucking writing them in, you could, there's
so much on our plate, and so much like. So I have as many apps as I think I should have on my phone. I wanted to get food late the other night while I was at Jed's house, and him and his wife were like, "Oh, just download like Grubhub or some shit."
Sure.
And I was like, I just told them, I was like, I don't want to learn how to use that shit. Like, as hungry as I am.
We're in our early 30s, and we've already turned into like conservative 80-year-old men. I don't want to learn anything new.
my brain is maxed out. Like I'm good on Venmo. I could upload a picture on Instagram.
My brain is maxed out is the most relatable thing you've ever said. I've felt like that since I was like 26. I was like, that's it. My brain is maxed out. Like, I'm done. I can't. Like, there's no more room left in there. I need a hard reboot on my whole system.
If you told me an app right now that could save my life, I would have to think about it, because like I'd have to learn how to.
You never die if you fucking download. You live to 100 and have no health issues if you download this app. And
I would have to think about it.
I don't know about all that, dog.
Like, she was legit like, all you have to do is download this, and it shows you the places that deliver right now, and they'll just bring it to the door. And I'm like, yeah, but I gotta like put in my credit card information and like sign up and put a user profile.
I relate to you so hard on that. For me to get some new
I didn't eat
shit,
that night.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, because it was easier than putting in all your fucking credit card information and shit.
She was even like,
I'll do it for you.
Yeah. And I was like, I was just like, I don't want that app on my phone. Like, it could have been some life-saving app. At that point in time, I just didn't want any more apps on my phone. For whatever reason, I thought my storage was going to blow. Like, she was like, made it seem like it was the easiest thing, and I'm sure it was. And then like an hour later, she was like, "You could have been eating right now," and I was almost, I was just like,
"I'm happy. I'm not."
I was like, "I'm happy. I don't want to be eating now."
Then I have to think about having that app on my phone.
For real. I don't know what it is with Grubhub or these food eating apps.
That's why I'm impressed with gamers.
On my
when like new games come out and these gamers, hardcore gamers, learn them, I'm like, how you learned a whole ass new game? I'm still playing the game that I learned in like 2009, and I still don't even know how to play that shit perfectly.
Yeah. Isn't that like, I'm impressed when I see someone doing something that I don't know how to do, because like,
of course,
they like, even I was at a gas station in Pennsylvania, and there was like a lady behind the counter, and she didn't learn how to do this, but like there was like those vanilla and strawberry wafers on the counter. Yep. And I asked her for a receipt. I was like, "Can I just get a receipt for pump 5 or whatever?" She was like, "Can I offer you 2-for-1 wafer deal right now?" And I was just like she's some lady working at a gas station in Nowheresville, Pennsylvania, but she still like sat down with her boss and was trying to push 2-for-1 wafers on me. Like,
did you buy them?
I didn't buy them, but I said to her, I was like, "That's actually tempting as fuck." And she was like, "I know, I bought one myself earlier." But like, I'm just impressed when people like, she knows how to use that gas station computer system, like that. Like, if I went behind the counter, I wouldn't know how to do that shit. Like, I don't know. To your point, like, people who learn how to do these shits is impressive, because I just feel like we're we're getting all this information from Twitter and reading articles. So like, I keep going back to Andrew, but when I see him doing like some color correct, like moving
in order for him to have learned that, okay, it had to take a tremendous amount of effort and work.
Yeah.
He had to be doing it. He had to basically be interested in it from when he was a kid and just stuck with it and learned about it and just kept doing it. Now, I'm sure what he would say is, hey, it was just an interest of mine, so I learned it. But the conversation that you and I were having before was basically like, well, what do you do when you know you're not interested in something, but you have to force yourself to do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he'd probably tell you that him learning all that stuff, yes, it took a lot of time. Yes, it was a lot of effort and a lot of work, but he enjoyed every minute of it, which is why he's still doing it and he enjoys doing it. But I feel like for most people, for 90% of the shit they do, they're just like, I don't want to do this shit, but I have to do this shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, and I'm bringing it back to myself, but, like, I'm trying to think of something that I can do that's, like, you would look at me and be like, and I don't want any brownie points or want you to think of some shit. But I don't think there's anything I can do that someone will be like, damn, I'm impressed that he could do that shit.
Nah, that's not true.
And then again, I don't want you to try and think of some shit, even if you were not gonna. But like I look at people doing shit, and I'm like, damn, like he knows how to play the guitar, or like he could play the drums.
See, you're not giving yourself enough credit, because when you play ball, it's impressive.
But even ball is like some shit that like I never learned how to play ball. It's just like I played basketball, and maybe I learned how to do a crossover, but it's nothing that like you could be like, damn, he really like perfected.
You're not right about that, because it's absolutely is possible. People who haven't been playing ball, people who just started playing ball, look at you and you just hit the crossover, then hit your floater shot that you love making, and people go, "Oh shit, he's nice."
I don't know.
Or even working out, when you went to the gym consistently for a hot minute, you see, that's the thing, you don't even realize it, and then one day you'll look in the mirror and be like, "Oh shit, I'm sort of jacked."
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just me as a person, and some people are like this. Like I just never.
CrossFit too is another thing where if you do it, like you show. I watched that video of yours when you went to it. That was impressive. I was like, oh shit, look at that, he's doing his thing.
But like you are good at golf. Like you had to learn how to play golf. Like that's some sport shit. Like
yeah, but that's the same thing you with basketball. That's the same shit.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think that's the same shit.
But I'm impressed when people like learn how to do some shit, because it's hard to fucking pick up a guitar.
But you know what the thing
is,
though? But here's the thing about that. If you find something like that, whatever sport it may be or whatever hobby it may be, and you actually do dedicate and bust ass a little bit, that is so rewarding in the end, because you're going to always enjoy doing that when you do it.
Yeah.
You're going to always be like, I'm doing this, I'm doing my thing, and this is my thing right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody has this thing in their mind where when they find a thing and they do that thing and they just dedicate a lot of time and hours and effort, it's a freeing thing when you do it. You're just like, oh my God, I feel like free when I do it.
Yeah.
It's an escape. It's an escape from a lot of bullshit.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why I liked CrossFit. And I wasn't good at it at all. But like when I would go, I felt good doing it. And I would just leave, and I wouldn't care if I was last to finish or whatnot. But like
you did it.
I did it.
You did it. Exactly.
I felt good. And
it's like that old Nike commercial where you got the really fat kid running, and it just has the fucking Nike swoosh, and then it says, "Just do it." Yeah. Like that commercial made me want to fucking go run around the block like 80 times. So I was like, look at this shit, man. Because the power is in actually doing it. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not even
being good at
if you are more process oriented than results oriented, you're every day you can walk away going, I nailed it. I did everything I could have done. It's when people are results oriented, that's when you get ahead of yourself and you get pissed off and you feel like you don't reach your goals. If you're just process oriented and you say to yourself, okay, today I'm doing 45 minutes cardio, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it for sure. And then you do it. At the end of it, you're like, I did everything I could do right now. Yeah. I already hit my goal. Oh, okay, I didn't technically lose any weight in this one fucking session of cardio. But guess what? Do that 2 weeks, then come talk to me. Then it will add up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, you got to be... I think that's actually kind of important to be process-oriented and not results-oriented.
No, that's a good point.
Because if you're process-oriented, then you can always kind of check that box and be like, got it, got it, got it, got it. And it gives you the mental victories that you need to keep going.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I do that. Like, I'll play basketball Wednesday mornings, and you could see, obviously, like, a tournament is different. You want to win a tournament. You know, if you're entering some shit, that is
First of all, I think that's honestly the funnest shit in the world.
entering like a tournament.
Entering some sort of a competition for something.
Yes. And so if you're entering a tournament, you obviously know that they're like you're trying to win. You know, there's some more I don't know, results driven that you're geared towards.
You're forced to be in the moment.
Exactly.
There's no like if you play golf and it's for fun, you could hit a bad shot and just drop another ball and hit it again and say I'm just practicing a little bit out here. But if you're in a fucking tournament, everything relies on what you're about to do. So you force yourself to do the best you can every step of the way.
But like, so my point is when I'm playing ball and it's not a tournament, and like obviously there's a winner loser. You played a 15 or 7 or something like that. Even if I lose, I'm still like, and people are corny. They'll try and talk shit or something like that. And I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I got a good run in. I exercised. Like, I feel good, you know, because like I had a competitive run. Like, I played offense.
You're gonna feel good.
Yeah, like you're gonna feel good. So like, you can't get so caught up in like a win or loss and some pickup game shit. Now again, if you enter a tournament and you lose, you could be tight a little bit, but. Yeah,
but it's still going to feel good. It's still going to feel good because you were out there.
Competing.
And you were doing it.
Like,
you were in the mix. You were there. You were doing it.
Yeah.
And that always feels good. I agree. I think it feels better when you win.
Yeah.
But you're also just going to feel better than if you didn't do anything if you were in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is there anything else that you've tried that like you've never tried to play guitar or anything like that?
I never tried to play guitar. No.
Did you ever play an instrument?
I never played an instrument. I played the fucking recorder when we were in middle school, but that doesn't count.
I tried to play like the trumpet, but that was some shit again that like I just feel like I was forced to play an instrument, and I enjoyed it, but I wasn't good at it. Like I sat in the back of the shit in the music class.
I was never interested in instruments like that or music like that.
I wonder if I like were to learn how to play Pokemon again, like if that shit if I would get a thrill out of doing that.
No, I think other games would give you a thrill. I think that game. At this stage of your life, it wouldn't feel the same.
You think? Like, why does it matter what age I have to be to fucking play Pokemon cards?
It shouldn't matter, but it does. Because you could try to do some shit that you loved back in the day. Like, if me and you fired up the Super Nintendo and played Mortal Kombat right now, we would enjoy it for 2 go-rounds, and we'd be like, eh.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that all games are now in that category, because I think a lot of modern games would actually interest you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'd look like a fucking creep if I was, like, playing Pokemon. And I'm like 30 years old.
No,
like
I don't think you'd look like a creep. I just don't think you'd enjoy it. I just think you'd be like, this is whatever.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, for me, no. I played soccer when I was a kid.
Yes.
That was fun. I never played in an actual league basketball.
But like you have Xbox. Is there any, like, do you ever see a commercial for a game and you're like, I want to try that shit and get good at it?
Well, here's the thing. Now it's summer here in New York.
Yeah.
And my main hobby is golf. And in the summer, I like to play golf because especially... You know, living in New York, usually October, November, December, January, February, March, that's 7 months of the year that you're like, you can't really play.
Yeah.
So the other half the year, you're like, I got to go out there and play.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's all my free time, my hobby time is basically doing that.
Yeah. It's weird how gamers will get that type of what's it, like a negative connotation or something like that, where they're seen as lazy and they just sit at home and play video games. But like there is something burning in their brain, some type of desire that they see a commercial and they're like, I want to buy that game, get really good at it.
No, they're definitely not lazy. I think if you talk to them, a lot of them might say like, okay, doing the game is escapism in the same way that any other hobby is escapism. Like if you're building a character in The Sims, you know, and it's like you're trying to make that the perfect life because you feel like you don't have a perfect life in your real life, that's certainly possible that there's some sort of escapism, but I don't see it as any better or worse than any other hobby. I don't think, you know, you could say, oh, there's less physical activity than a sport. Well, of course there's less physical activity than a sport, but who gives a shit? I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. It is what it is, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, all right, we got to wrap it up because you got stuff that you got to do.
Yeah, shit, it's 4:20.
No, it's not. It's 3:20.
Oh, damn.
But still, you got to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, love you guys. Talk to you soon. We're out. Peace.